Right, I watched one of my old videos on the Kuros statue that's still at the site, supposed quarry. I've put out two videos in the past on this one, right? I've got some new images and angles to show you here, so we're not looking at the same stuff. I've got a few at the end on Easter Island, completely new as well. It kind of links to the video that I'm putting out here. But what I was saying in that video, I've actually got some evidence to prove further that this has since petrified. Apart from just pointing out a couple of logical things in the video, there's actually some physical evidence here on display. It actually looks like petrified wood, but the main thing here, what I'm pointing out, this is important. I want you to look at these little notches that's all across the side of this. Well, it's on the floor as well, if you look here, where they've been carving it away. Can you see all the little holes that's all across it? So I want you to imagine to yourselves if that is the result of chipping away of stone or the carving away of wood, right? Take a look at it. I'm going to zoom right in on this. It's a large image, so I can do. Get it as close as I can without it going too blurred. And it should become obvious, really. It has done to me that this is the result of carving away really with some type of primitive tool. Yeah, it's not being machined, has it? Yeah, it's not the result of chipping away of stone because it certainly wouldn't look like that. You know what happens to stone when you start chipping it away? It doesn't look like that, does it? And certainly doesn't leave triangular notches in the stone because it would chip away and crack, right? That has been put into something soft. And not only that, when you look at the side of this, and bear in mind this is a massive artifact. I've got some images later that will show you with a human being stood at the side of it, so this thing is huge. But if you look at where I'm pointing out, you can actually see that it's either a branch or a trunk of a tree. Can you see how it's rounded and the artifact has been carved out of it? Yes. You can even see a tree knot which is falling out, as it would do. As it turned to stone, that would just fall away, wouldn't it? Well, I think what I've just pointed out is very interesting, but on a more logical thought process. They certainly wouldn't be going to a quarry site, cliffside like this, and carving a large artifact out like this in the first place, because you would do it on site. You would carve something away around the same size and shape it on site to stop any damage in transport. That is just so obvious, and the fact that it's got its arms outstretched, which have been knocked off at some point, but that's been done since by vandals or something. But that alone should prove that, well, that's just ridiculous. Even today, you wouldn't even do that, would you? Anyway, I will leave just a couple of images from my final jigsaw playlist, which, if you're new here, you should check out if you're struggling with topics like this in this album. And beyond that, I'll thank you all for being here.